You know what? I want to go nines on the street with this. Let's look at the car. All right, let's start out with the front. This is a 1993 RX-7. It was a Montego blue car. It's been resprayed, full respray everywhere in Deltron black PPG paint. If you can't tell, it looks like black chrome. So that's my door, not a mirror, there's the floor. So this car has been ceramic coated and it has been paint corrected. It has about 10 years and 25,000 miles on it. It is not perfect. There's a crack in the paint there from the throttle body or something underneath there. Popped it up, no idea how it happened. Tried to get it paint corrected and it's just there now. Some of these imperfections in the bumper skin are imperfections and I can't get them out. We sanded it, we can't get them out. So this is a driver's car. I did not build it originally, but if I would have, I built it to be a driver, and as luck turns out, half spec, the former owner, built it to be a driver. So I drove it, loved every single minute of it. In the back here, we have depot taillights, all LED. You're familiar with the cost of them. This rear bumper cover was the last one in Mazda USA. They tried to paint the original and it kept bubbling, so we had to get a brand new bumper cover for that. 17-inch rims. There are two 75 in the rear and two, I believe, 55 in the front. Pulled rolled fenders look very, very nice. It's hard to tell that there's anything there. Good fitment. Good fitment there. It does have a sunroof. Everything works. Nothing is broken on the car. All right, now I want to show you the lights. Also have the Glow Shop LED front, 99 spec. Of course, if you didn't know, this is 99 spec bumper, 99 spec lip, all Mazda parts. And then Glow Shop, 99 spec lights. You can kind of see the LED, their rings, and the interior glows yellow when you turn signal on. The actual headlights are retrofitted by Xenon Mercedes-Benz. Very, very cool lights. Nice cutoff pattern. I don't have a good way to show you that here, but it's a straight line. Looks really, really cool. So expert lighting up front, which I've always loved. It gives the car a nice modern touch. Out back, like I said, the depot taillights. These things are just sick. Just makes the car look so much newer and modern compared to the 99 spec with, you know, the round circles or whatever that kind of look like a Corvette. So let me show you what it looks like with a turn signal. And there's your blinker. It's a sequential. There is a switch that is built in underneath the plastic, underneath the deck lid here, and you can make them just flash like a normal blinker. I just happen to really like the sequential. Again, kind of a modern touch. And then back up here, the Glow Shop lights. You get kind of a cool vibe with the yellow. So both of that works. And again, everything works, it's functional, and it's badass. Interior, complete awesomeness. This is you would not believe that this is a 1993 car just by looking at it. I mean, look at the lines, the plastic is perfect. It is just an amazing, you know, interior from Mazda, but then the way we have it restored and kept it restored in excellent condition. These are not OEM seats. They are from a different, I shouldn't say, they're not the original seats that came with this car. This was a tan interior and it's been all converted to black. These have about 40,000 miles on them. They still look pretty good. I condition these regularly, trying to preserve them. The back, the bins, everything looks awesome. And then I added the window, or what we call that, deck lid shade in the back, in the hatch area. Again, all Speed Hut awesomeness with the gauges. From the cockpit, you got the Momo wheel. This is a quick release, so you can release the wheel. It's got a horn that actually works. This is a remote control that is just run on batteries, and it works with the Pioneer unit here, which is a DH80P RS, I believe. It's the really high fidelity, really high quality deck unit, and it sounds amazing. There's a 3-way active stereo in this car where these tweeters run off of the head unit amp, which is like 45 watts or whatever, and then these mid basses, they're 6.5 here, and 2 8-inch subs in the rear run the back, and then you adjust everything through the equalizer in here. So you have an active 3-way, which means I have separate controls for my tweeter, mid bass, and sub. The car is loud, and you know there's I've done exhaustive efforts to reduce all of the vibrations and rattles, and it is about as quiet and as rattle-free of an RX-7 as you're ever going to find. I guarantee it. And so you can actually hear the sound system, and it does sound amazing. I just upgraded the amp last year to an audio control amp. It's a high-dollar amp, even in today's world of cheap Chinese crap. It's very, very cool. Very, very cool amp. All right, next up, this is the T56 Magnum. So this is a, I think it's a Hurst shifter in ball. It works just absolutely mint. This is one of the smoothest transmissions I've ever had. It just is awesome. And the shifts are just buttery smooth. And I have an RPS BC2, so it's a bit. Okay, back here, very clean hatch area. The only thing that I've never done and have sort of forgot about is to install the hooks on the hatch cover here so that this would raise up with the hatch. But underneath it, we have 2 Image Dynamics subwoofers in a perfectly cubed out box. Like I said, the former owner was an electrical engineer, designed it. They sound amazing. Very clean plastics back here, very clean matching floor mat to the fronts. Everything is very, very clean and orderly in here. Nothing out of place. All right, here we go. LC5.1300, amazing amp. We had I had a Pioneer that came with the car here, and never got the stereo to sound quite right, and found out some miswirings from the previous guy, and then that amp just was never great. And so this amp, 1000% better. Just amazing. If you know your audio control stuff, this is an expensive piece. So I wanted high dollar stuff in here to match the caliber of the car. I did have the car tuned by multiple people, and then over the last few years have just spent tons of my own time tuning it myself and getting it to a place where it feels most OEM. Pop the hood. Insert your favorite Fast and Furious line here.
Hey, pop the hood.
Here we have a very professional, robust, complete, tuned, dialed, OEM level quality LS swap. Not your average LS hackery here, okay? We have custom wiring harness all labeled and specifically made to fit the chassis. I retained full ABS. That was important to me. It says stock brakes and stock ABS as well. It works really, really well. The motor itself is a O2 LS1. That's 5.7 liters by default. This one has a Eagle rotating assembly with a stroker crank. So it is actually a 383. And so it's a 10-to-1 compression, 72 cc chambers, a very mild 226 cam, 585 lift, I believe. Well, I shouldn't say it's mild. It's enough to make about 420 wheel horsepower. It's got long tube jigs that run headers, all stainless, ceramic coated, that go back to a V-band exhaust. It has power steering air conditioning, power brakes, of course, cruise control. I added cruise control, I forgot about that. I said working AC and ABS. And with the traction control music module from Race Logic. So very complete OEM level build. This motor has been super reliable. I've thrashed on it, and it's why you do LS swaps. It's just taking a beating. We used all Sandberg mounting, Sandberg radiator. This is just a 6 system that just, all your air comes in through here, goes up, and this is a massive, cone type, Corvette type filter here, and it just works amazing. Very, very, very well done swap. I can't overstate that enough. Guys, this is meant to be an OEM grade swap. This is meant to be a Corvette performance, power in a 600 pound less chassis. And it is a literal go-kart on wheels. I mean, it's a go-kart with heating, air conditioning, badass interior. I mean, it's just a great car. So just to give you an idea of the build quality, this car is so tight and so solid, you can't really shut the hatch unless you have the door open. And watch this sunroof when I shut this door. Also, listen to the thud of the door. See that? That sunroof popped open to let a little air out. You hear the door, 0 rattles. Just mean machine, extremely well built. That's a great car to start from, but we need more. I'm gonna give you some hints. 700, ECU, 8 HP. Let's do this.